towards its workers.
So Hurston's a corporate planet, and the Hurston Corporation.
Ah, c'est compliqué, c'est compliqué.
So as you see a fair amount of security around, they're maybe I wouldn't say the nicest employer. They want everyone to do their job and not complain, even if they don't get paid a lot and the air quality is really bad. You know, you'll see a fair amount of Hurston security around. They will, you know, stop and do checks on other NPCs, tell you to move on and hurry up.
Ça, c'est une des choses que j'aime pas du streaming, c'est que quand t'as un problème, je veux dire en tant que streamer, c'est pour ça que j'en fais pas beaucoup sur la chaîne, c'est que tu sais jamais si le problème est de notre côté ou du côté de ceux qui font le stream.
I've talked about bars long term being locations you would go to get some gossip, find out what's happening, maybe have some slightly shadier missions that you can accept versus the sort of more clean scrubbed ones that you would get on, say, the job boards.
I love that poster.
Yeah, the hammerhead.
So every now and then.
Yeah, and we're in an active city, so we actually have full trains of transit.
Yeah. They do.
Hey. I just went back.
Okay.
Right.
That's the light flickering.
You want a drink or something?
I need a drink.
So this is our early implementation of the bartender, and you can order whiskey or you can order beer. So Glenn is going to do an Irish coffee in kind of a messed up way, not the proper way.
Bon, au moins des AI qui réagissent un peu, c'est cool ça.
Choice.
As I said, this is the 3-tree builders.
Yeah.
So
There's
visual
still some
and
glitches.
Like
and some wonky gravity.
Nee, ok, ouais.
It's fine once we get it.
Yeah.
It doesn't reset the gravity vector until you actually pick it up. So.
Ah, ça c'est. Ouais, ça là. Voyons donc.
Very important.
Yeah.
And there is only there's only one cube in the whiskey, which is also very important. All right, let's have a drink. Let's have a drink, but not too much.
So again, in the future, when we're talking about the player status, you'll be able to drink too much, stumble around.
Ben là.
Those types of wonderful things.
Yeah, maybe you have one drink, you'll have a little bit of courage.
C'est hot. Mais on a-tu vraiment besoin de voir le liquide en même temps? Hein? Pour que ça ait l'air le plus réaliste, le plus immersif possible, ben ouais, tu vois le liquide qui bouge dans ton verre. Aïe aïe.
We've missed the trains both times.
One.
Okay, let's see. Right, we have we got an invite to go see Clovis Darneely in the Reclamation and Disposal. So this is the mission that is the one that we're going to show. So
yes.
Let's accept that. And we just need to go to Reclamation and Disposal and go.
And this is one of the mission givers on Hurston. One of the multiple ones.
He obviously had a few drinks.
Yeah. So over here we've got Maria Part. This goes back to player status and kind of the idea behind Death of the Spaceman, where when you die, this is where you'll come back. You'll respawn here.
Yeah.
And then also when you get injured and the med pin takes you back to a certain percentage, and then it will fade over time, and then you'll need to actually get fixed up here, whether it's at a hospital or by the Apollo or Endeavor.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the idea is the med pen is a short-term solution that stops bleeding and lets you operate for a little while, but if you don't go and get longer term fixed up, the bleeding will come back.
Ça c'est quelque chose par exemple aussi. On a vu avec Rico les premières jambes artificielles et tout ça. Je trouvais que Ça avait pas l'aspect cybernétique que je pensais que c'était pour avoir les membres artificiels qu'on va se faire remplacer. Mais bon.
Apologies. The air is especially dreadful today. Still alive, I think. Hello, welcome to Reclamation and Disposal. My name is Clovis Darnley. Wonderful to meet you. What can I do for you on this fine day?
Well, you gave us an invite about work. Let's ask about that.
It's an excellent question. If you're not particularly concerned with shades of morality, I may have a lead on some, well, let's just call it questionable materials in need of forceful collection. The devil's in the details, I believe. Read them well.
Okay, there's a satellite that's fallen from orbit and it has a prototype blade in it we want to
Interested?
check out. Yeah, let's do it.
Wonderful. Best of luck.
Okay, let's head out to the crash site. We're going to just check the mission, I guess. Yeah, sure we got it. Oh, we're going to do a comm call. All right. We're going to ask one of our friends. Okay. Fingers crossed.
Yes. Definitely.
Hey, man.
There he is. Oh, hand's a bit weird.
Oh.
How's it going?
Eesh.
Hey, look, I just got this mission. Apparently I need to go out to some location for some potential salvage. Wonder if you want to...
Yeah, that sounds good. If I'm in the area, I'll definitely join up with you if I see you.
Did he calibrate, by the way?
You look interested.
Definitely.
Ok, c'est ça que ça va avoir l'air, le FOIP puis le VoIP. Ça va être bizarre en crime.
Alright, dude. Juicies.
Alright. So we come, obviously there's still some kinks in the facial stuff to work out.
Just a little bit.
I'm not sure whether we calibrated correctly. And doesn't Chris have glasses or not?
Chris does have glasses.
Yeah, so, but that is an example of comm calls in RTT with the face over IP, not the best example of the quality that you can get out of it. But we have face over IP that's working right now in the 3.3 OCS branch that the Evercadi is.
They can actually play it too.
And they could, yeah, and you'll also be able to go and check it out in the LAN room, the Drake LAN room. Okay,
So that's L19. That is, or
yeah,
sorry, that's the habs that we were at in the security building.
Yeah, behind the security building. And then where's the worker trade stuff?
We're gonna head to Tammany and Sons, which is a shop, and we're gonna buy some armor. We're gonna buy a multi-tool as well because we'll need that for the mission. So straight ahead, that is to the business district that we'll be working towards for 3-4.
Yeah, don't try to cosplay those little
The bags?
cheap plastic bags, breathing apparatus things. It may not end well.
Yeah.
Des
All right,
armures.
so this is the actual new flight suit that's coming with 3.3. It's the RSI Odyssey. It's very cool. So,
Oh,
we're just
hey,
gonna
crème,
get
ils l'ont changé.
Buy the helmet.
Aïe, aïe, ok.
that.
And then we need to go.
Do we have the suit? I don't have the suit.
Yeah, we have the suit. We need to go get the multi-tool.
Ah, ben
So
pourquoi pas
think
qu'un
of
petit
the
casque de
multiple,
construction?
like, your personal
Petit casque.
utility item that will have different attachments that you can actually use, whether that be cutting or welding or salvaging. Hopefully mining, I can talk him into mining.
Yeah, like small scale mining.
Yes, very small scale mining.
Alright. At least put the undersuit on. There we go. You sure we got the thing? It says undersuit empty.
Oh. Yeah, okay then.
Yeah, you only did buy the helmet, by the way, just let you know. Did it not let you be able to buy the RSI suit?
No, I don't think he gave him the right items.
Needs to refresh the okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Write that up as a bug.
Yes.
Il est cool, pas cool. Pareil, la nouvelle suit, je trouve.
So just put a little armor on top of the RSI suit.
Ah, vraiment cool, pour vrai.
We'll do the helmet when we fly.
Yeah,
Je trouve quasiment que c'est la saute qui look le plus cool à date dans le jeu. Ouais, ils vont peut-être en designer les autres aussi, je sais pas. Mais il y en a une couple qui sont hot, là, mais celle-là est... Aïe, aïe.
So we're going to make our way to the train station. So this is the workers' district, and that's how the workers get taken to the strip mine.
You see the trains going by or not? There you go, look, so you see, so there's actually functioning, I don't know if you saw that, but there's functioning trains in Lowville. We're actually going to get on one of the trains. We just saw one go past. We can go to the metro station now. There you go, see? Yeah, there's actually a functioning transit system that we're going to head to, which is very cool. And even when you're flying outside, you can see the trains on their tracks going between the different stations.
We have the admin office that we just passed. That's the residencies, and then we've got the security building right here.
Off limits.
So we watch it, we stare, we like hang out too long, they tell us to move along. Again, there's still some kinks and everyone's working out on that side of stuff. Let's go to the Metro Center to get to the spaceport.
Les intérieurs sont vraiment gigantesques, là. Ok.
Welcome to Metro Center.
So here we could either go to the perimeter line, which will take us to the outskirts, or we can take the spaceport line, which is going to take us into the TSA spaceport. So that's where we need to go to get our ship.
To Metro Center. Transfers to the perimeter spaceport.
There's 6 different gates that the player can enter into the city, and plus the spaceport. So it gives you just kind of the idea of the scale of the city.
And all these trains run on a schedule. So actually, if we take a look, we can see above train arriving in 103 seconds. What about the other track? Look at the other track. Train arriving in 26. Okay, well,
Trains departing.
Trains departing in 26 seconds.
So it just came in.
So we missed it coming in. All right. But yeah, basically the trains come and go. So actually walk out, go and take the other train. Glenn, do you want to do that? Or just watch it go.
One thing that you will notice is that the transitions between
5, 4.
heliports or between elevators as well as this is basically like a fancy transport.
Est-ce que tout ça va vraiment être prêt avant le mois de novembre ou décembre? Parce que là...
Okay, we got 53 seconds. We're going to do commuter citizen. So if you miss the train, you have to wait for the next one.
I saw somebody that was very excited about that on Reddit. So
Yeah.
This one's for you.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to show. I love the fact that there's a running transit system, and you have to catch it right.
And actually, the team worked very, very hard on this, putting this together, and actually building the tracks, building everything that goes into it. The other thing.
Any minute now. Come on, little trainee. There you go. See, in Star Citizen, the trains do run on time.
This one started.
We may crash. Yeah. We may do some other stuff, but our trains definitely run on time.
So the AI in the future will be able to transition between the spaceport and L19. Right now they don't, so it will be a.
Yeah, you'd have a train, people getting on, getting off, sitting down in the seats, just like you would get a normal commuter train. So the usable system, the new usable systems only just come online. It's one of the reasons why you're not seeing that many of the actions that are going. But this is all physically real. We are traveling in Lawville, and you can see out. You look back, you see the tracks, right?
Ah ouais.
And that's the Hurston Dynamics building, which is 4 kilometers high. Lawville itself is about 24 kilometers in sort of diameter, the main area of it, which is about equivalent to Austin, actually.
Hey, c'est gigantesque.
Austin size in real world scale. So that's, I think not many games sort of do things that
Ça veut dire que des fois, on va peut-être se promener en train de même pendant 2, 3, 4 minutes.
And longer term on the transit system, we're going to have line switching, a lot more options that will be much more like a real, kind of metro system or track. Right now, they sort of run point to point B, but we're going to have them have actual multiple stops that you're going off, multiple hab stops. Anyway, it's fun. So there you are. And whatever the train simulator out there, we're doing a little bit of that too.
Train tracks is a serious and dangerous offense.
All right. There we go. I'm going to head to the spaceport, which would be the place.
Collected all property when clearing customs.
Have all the relevant information ready for inspection.
All right. So longer term with the law and order system that we're going to be working with, going between places, depending on what you carry, there'll be checkpoints, so you won't be able to necessarily say carry weapons or contraband, and that's kind of what these custom points are. They're not fully operating yet, but that's the longer term goal. Won't be in 3.3, but as the law and order system comes in, that's all going to be part of it. And here we are.
Just for the smugglers, that makes it a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, you got to find a backdoor entrance or how to come or how to hide it. And smuggling is a specific kind of gameplay that we are going to add to what's happening here. So here we're at the main concourse. And you can sort of look out. Yeah, ignore the glitching AI. We have lots of those. There's a few ships on part of that. That's actually, we'll go there later. Saw that. That's the Kraken. You can see the size of the Kraken because it's got a Cutlass on it and a Buccaneer. If you take a look and we zoom in, and it LODs in properly. There you go. So it's not a small ship. I don't know. Are there any ships coming and going? Well, not this morning. I saw it like this morning. Do we disable the ships coming and going? I don't know what happened. So in the spaceports you'll come, there'll be sort of hubs. So normally there'll probably be a ship dealer. There is actually a ship dealer on this spaceport, which we'll go and see later on. There'll be different lounges, so like maybe one for the Chairman's Club, one for sort of UE, USO style one, and then we're going to have various guilds that if you become a member, they may have their own sort of lounge in the various spaceports. We're going to go and just retrieve our ship to go on the mission.
The rework.
Oh, le rework
Yeah,
du
we'll take the new
Mustang.
Mustang, which is be reworked.
Ils sont nice.
Not the
Moi, je trouve
Aurora.
que le
Yeah.
rework du Mustang est vraiment cool.
There you are.
De ce qu'on a vu à date.
Hangar 4.
J'ai hâte de le voir en action.
So over in that direction, we're going to go back and visit later on, is actually where the ship dealer is, which is a big deal because in 3.3, when Hurst and Lowville are in, you'll be able to buy ships and also rent ships over here. So we'll have ship rental too. You're not going to be able to buy every single ship because we're going to have different ship dealers or places that will specialize. Like here's an Origin dealer or whatever. And there'll also be used ship dealers. Like we're going to have one on Levski called Teachers, which will be fun. But we'll go visit this later. Let's go to and down here. Sorry, Glenn. Yeah, Glenn's reminding me. Long term, you're also going to be able to take like transit, just the same like we have the transit system in the train. Commercial transport to different locations on the planet or off-world. So that would be where that would be down on the spaceport, and we would build that. So as an NPC, you could fly your own ship, or you could take a ship to get there, basically a Starliner. So let's go down to the hangar. And in 3.3 of Lowville and Hurston, we've got two hangar types that we've built, which is the large hangar and the extra large, because they will hold every ship. Now, obviously, we're going to be in a large hangar, even though we're in a Mustang. It's too big of a really hangar for a Mustang, but
It sells the scale.
yeah, you'll get a sense of scale, and either for 3.4 or just after 3.4, the small hangar will come in line. There are small hangar places in the spaceport. It's just we haven't finished the interior of the small hangar out.
This is built out of our common elements. So the idea is that this is how we scale. You know, we build these big elements, and then we can bring them down and build smaller elements out of that.
So here's the large hangar, which will fit lots of ships, not just a Mustang.
Yeah.
And again, longer term on the we still have some AI going around, but you know, people will be moving carts. When you land, they'll bring stuff over to your ship. So the long-term goal is to have the AI in the place, give it a sense of life, give it a sense of operation. So you know, they're coming out to refuel your ship, coming out to fix it up, all the rest of the stuff. All right, let's get our helmet on and go for a flight.
Journey begins now. All systems operational.
Ça fait presque une demi-heure, par exemple, que la mission est commencée. Puis on fait juste embarquer dans le vaisseau. J'ai hâte de voir c'est quoi.
We just got him in. He's a little blown out.
Yeah. And we can't hear him either. But he's like, okay, you got permission to land.
Permission to take off.
Let's say take off, sorry, yeah, not land.
So,
bien que c'est cool ce qu'on a vu à présent, qu'on a vu pas mal du game. De toute façon, ça c'est un des aspects que je voulais voir, c'est du gameplay à l'intérieur d'une ville. Là, on a vu un peu ce qu'il y a pour avoir. C'est quand même intéressant. Mais malgré tout, pour l'instant, je suis pas aussi impressionné que l'an dernier. Peut-être que
so we're also introducing a restricted zone.
So you can see the sort of red area, which is like you're not, until you're after a certain height, you can't fly on. Here we are, that's the Kraken that we were looking out on.
Over there, right there is
L19,
where you
right?
spawned. So this gives you a good sense of scale.
And I don't know if we can see, but you should see trains run on the tracks, depending. I think there's tracks to the left there, I can't.
Depending on timing.
Timing, yeah. appropriate height. And obviously, if you can see, Lawville's made quite a lot of progress from last year when we showed it in the Art Corp demo at Citizencon. So we spent a fair amount of time building it out, and also building it in a way that will be performant for a city of this sort of scale.
I think Ian increased the size of the building quite a lot too.
Yeah, but you get a sense of just how big the main Hurston building is. And the goal is in 3.4, or just after it, this opens up as a whole separate area that you take a train to go visit in. Flying out into Hurston. So I think we've got
In first person you do.
Yeah.
So Hurston's actually built out of 6 biomes. We've got desert, savanna, acidic, strip mines, trash, and polluted coast. So here you'll see the polluted coast. If Glenn flew down towards the ocean.
Ça, c'est quand même assez impressionnant.
Is, I believe about 2,000 kilometers in diameter. So it's about Earth size based on our ratio. So we're doing 1/6 for the main planets, and that's mostly just for traversal reasons, because you'll see it already takes quite a while to fly, not even that far of a distance. And with the old flight model, we had some of it, but the new flight model even more enforces it. So when you're down in atmosphere, the thicker it is, the harder it is for you to go fast. When you get higher up, you'll be able to go faster. So yeah, we figured 1/6 of the size is still way bigger than anyone else is doing on planets, like 1/1, but it's a nice balance between having the size and the scale and allowing you to traverse it in reasonable times. So I think that's sort of the acidic area, and then there's sort of polluted coast here, and we're heading towards the place we've been told for the mission. And this particular mission, I believe, can spawn in multiple locations.
Yes,
This destination around Hurston.
Yeah. And also have multiple branches to it.
And can be multi-part or not multi-part, have different sizes of stuff. So. I'm expecting all you guys, once you get hold of Hurston, there'll be lots of pretty screenshots and cool community video that is better than we manage to do normally, so that's pretty awesome. That's actually one of the nicest things every time we do a new release, is seeing all the content that you guys generate.
Il arrête pas de dire quand on va l'avoir entre les mains, on ne sait pas quand. La 3.3 serait censée sortir après ça. Mais sans Hurston.
There'll be a planetary bombardment kind of biome. So like Hurston uses, they make weapons and they use the planet for testing. So that would be sort of this cratered area that they're testing their orbital devices. And then there's going to be the executive gardens, which will be really sort of plush, for the 1% of Hurston that they've got there. Walled gardens, and it's not polluted, and it's set separately from hoi polloi, not the hoi polloi. I always get correct on that because hoi is the. But anyway, right. So let's head towards our destination. far out are we? What distance do we scan at?
Closer. Oh.
Glenn's showboating. And we have in the new flight model, which I believe is going to be a talk right after this. Actually, it may be. Or,
no,
maybe is it the one? Is it after this or one session after this?
I think it's one session.
So the new one has a lot more accurate on the atmospheric modeling. It's modeling drag and lift correctly, and so the different sizes of atmosphere. It won't be in 3.3, but our goal is to get the new model into 3.4. But it's gonna change a lot of things. Probably take some getting used to. There's definitely a different feeling performance down on planets than there is up in space, which is really good. And also it depends on the ship. So like a ship that has more atmospheric ability, like a Gladius or something, flies a lot better and can turn much tighter in atmosphere than say an Aurora, which is basically a flying brick. So it's pretty, yeah. It's very cool, and if you feel it, I don't know in our land room if we're actually showing the atmospheric, we're letting people play with the atmospheric flight there, but it definitely feels different than when you're in space, which is something I think a lot of people wanted to see, and we now have with the new one. So okay.
So the goal for scanning, obviously, is to give you a general area that you need to go and scan in. You need to ping, and then from there it's about hunting and finding what you need to actually do. So we found it because Glenn knows where to go.
Well, we went to the general mission marker and then we scanned it.
Yes, but you saw it.
And the scanning, gameplay is an ongoing thing. So we have quite a lot of more stuff to come in terms of scanning locations, ships. I mean, there's already some of it for mining, and there's already a bit of it for the ships. But in terms of what ships have, what the cargo, whether you can have things to block the scans, figuring out what resource amounts are in distant areas.
And that's what we would consider kind of short-range, mid-range scanning. Long-range scanning would be a different aspect, and that is more about exploration.
Okay, so here's the down satellite that we're just sort of going over.
Oh, ça a l'air d'être une zone avec de la végétation. C'est cool, c'est cool.
Location to land.
Ouais, quand il y a des arbres, c'est un peu plus dur de lander. Hein.
Come around the side. All right, we are down on the ground. Let's go check this thing.
Turn it off.
Ben ouais, de l'herbe à terre. Colin, pareil, hein? C'est beau. J'espère qu'il peut enlever son casque ici. J'imagine que oui.
Weapons, just in case. Pistol, ammo. Right. Okay, let's do it.
So this is a savanna. Very different biome from what you guys saw before and what you've seen in our game.
Yeah, and this is early days on this. We've still got a lot more stuff to do on our planet tech. Obviously, longer term, we're going to have fauna, animals, creatures.
Yep.
So there'll be natural wildlife depending on the place. There's going to be weather systems, so dynamic weather, rain, snow, all the rest of it. And I'm actually looking forward to when we can have a real dense sort of jungle planet. I mean, Hurston's sort of been polluted, so the most you get is either this sort of kind of sparse savanna, or you're going to get the executive gardens. But the tech that the Frankfurt guys and Marco Cabeda, who's been heading it up, is pretty awesome because this thing covers the whole planet, and when you get down, you're right in the middle of it, and it's really, really cool. And we're constantly working to improve it, so it's already a level above what we showed a year ago, and it's it's great. It's going to be even better as we carry on. So, and here we go. In the current game, the fire doesn't damage you, but longer term, the fire will damage you. It'll be part of the player status system. We're going to measure the temperature and the heat. So over a certain amount, you start to get damaged. And also, if you're in a tight area, we will actually have the fire entity itself be sucking oxygen out of the air. So, like if there was a fire aboard one of your ships, if you don't put it out, it's pulling the oxygen out of the air, which would work with our player status system, which is all the systemic stuff that we want to get into the game. So it's one big sandbox to just live and exist in, and the things that you think would happen as they would in real life do.
And it's not just fire, it'd be acid or radiation or other different hazard types that we can actually think of and use.
All right, let's go. Top. So we're sort of using, I mean, we've had mantling in for a bit. There's a bit more mantling that's going on. Again, all our player sort of locomotion, movement stuff, stage one, we're working on it, but yeah, you'll be able to, mantle, vault, slide, basically do a lot of these sort of parkour style.
Mais ça sera pas dans 3.3 non plus.
Full locomotion and interactivity with the environment, again, because we want it to be sort of a tactile, exploratory game feel to it. What's happened with the? Is it me, or is there's something blown out on
the lights?
Effects, yeah. Okay, let's try to make this jump. It's like old school platform game here. All right, we're gonna do it, Glenn. Right, we're gonna get a good run up. Here we go. Oh, Glenn! All right. Okay, back up again. Like I said, it's like an old school platform game. Good old first person. We're actually ducked and crouched in there, I think.
Yeah.
So we're actually ducked as we're going under it. First person. And we'll mantle up the last thing. All right. Back here. Try it again.
Hey.
Settle down.
Glenn.
Heal yourself.
Yeah, you better get that med pen. Do we get any?
Did you die? Oh.
Sérieux? Non.
Can you do a go-to? Yeah.
What's that?
A go-to?
Yeah, okay. All right, we're going to cheat. We're going to use a developer go-to so we don't have to have you guys go through the whole thing. Yeah, we are going to teleport. Okay, we did say it was real gameplay and live. There you go. So, I think next time you fall, you should probably med pen before you take the next jump.
J'ai eu peur qu'il soit obligé de tout refaire. Une chance que, ben, j'avoue qu'avec les...
Alright, one more time.
Il y a toujours ça avec les codes de développeurs.
Like, made that jump every single...
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't see you miss that jump until now.
Twice. You got it.
All right.
So again, you're looking for a prototype blade. And this goes to the tactileness that we want. Is that the right one?
So it's
Nope.
TDC 470. No,
Nope.
we needed a TDC prototype XX.
Ben, voyons donc.
Alright, so we can just drop that. Exactly. Check this one out. No, it's the same one. So the prototype one does not appear to be there.
There you go.
So, someone's probably gotten here first and taken the prototype. So, what we need to do is figure out, and this is an example of a multi-part mission, right? So,
Yes.
this mission could have ended here and you had the prototype as one of the things, or it can carry on and someone's taken it. In this case, someone has taken it. So, we've got to figure out, find out where the prototype is.
Ok.
Yeah, we don't have impaling just yet.
Yeah.
I don't think I have the physics question. So if we go in here, and this is an example of, you know, like another thing you could do or a puzzle is the satellite shut down, but if we maybe get our multi-2 out and perhaps cut away those restraints there. Get rid of that. Cut those. Falls off. And there'll be things in the game that will let you read what you can use the core on. Reset it, and hopefully it will allow us to track where the prototype is. Okay, we've restarted the satellite's internal system, and there's a prototype somewhere, so let's go find it. Music played in any of this?
I think it's mostly gonna be this one. Where's some?
Oh, hang on.
Oh oh! Là, c'est... Là, c'est de l'action, là.
Shit, alright, well I guess we don't have our ride.
Oh, plus d'action.
This isn't looking good. There's a cutlass.
Hey Chris, if you're out there, I may need some
There's
help
someone
here.
else, and this would be an example of someone else getting the same mission to come and get there. They've sawn our ship, and they've decided to take it out and then try to go for the prototype.
And I believe you just called your friend?
Are we doing the reveal or not? It's happening on camera.
Player 6 just crashed.
What is that?
Ian, can you cut to camera 2? Chris, can you go? Chris, go third person.
Okay. So, this is our friend that we just called, showing up. Let's show the tail side gunner as well, I guess. Cut to camera 3. There we go. So this is the Anvil Valkyrie, and it is the first
Camera 2.
straight to flyable ship that we've done. So it's a Anvil drop ship, and it's going to feature also in Squadron 42, and this will launch with 3.3.
Take out
Okay,
5, take out 4.
Yeah, let's get rid of the bad guys.
Take out the bad guys.
Camera 1, Glenn, where are you? Let's see where you're going. Where are the bad guys?
Okay. Glenn is DCing.
Yeah, we got it. That's a sync issue. But we lost the... He's out, right? I can see him on camera too.
Yeah.
Okay,
There we go.
Done. We're still having some sync issues in the multiplayer. Alright, I think we killed all the bad guys. Yes, we have. Alright, let's bring it down.
C'était ça la mission?
Oh, not yet. Oh yeah, it's a big rock. Let's avoid that one. There we go.
Whoop.
Okay. Alright, stop buddy. Alright, thank you very much, eh? Should we do a little talking?
Devrait se parler par VoIP puis FOIP, c'est censé marcher.
You got the VoIP on, I was wondering if you said
Hey buddy.
Ah ouais, ça marche.
Hey, how's it going?
yeah, let's walk up to him and see if he's...
Thanks for the help, man.
You're very welcome.
Okay, let's close it. Alright, so this is the Anvil Valkyrie. It is, like I said, Anvil's dropship. Both sides there's side guns you can deploy. Remote turrets. It's a bit risky. We still have the desync on the ladder, right?
Yeah.
Do that. So
We can take a tour of the bottom.
Well, yeah. Let's just look around the bottom plan, and then I think we're heading to where the prototype blade is.
Go through
But,
the doors.
here's the bottom. You can go up there to where the flight area is. I think if we open up here, it will take us to. It's kind of dark. There you go. Open door. There you go. Whee! And this is The crew can sit. This will carry like 20 folks. I think this is probably to the turret in the front, right? Yeah.
So the down turret?
Down turret in the
Or
front.
the bottom turret? And then
Sleeping quarters upstairs. But if we go back, we've got, we're not, rather than us make a mess of the specs, Anvil have a little video that they kindly provided for us to tell us about the Anvil Valkyrie. So let's let Anvil help us out.
Ask any soldier. They'll tell you that battles aren't won or lost based on weapons or numbers or even hardware. They're won on choices. For over a century, our ships have distinguished themselves in thousands of civilian and military combat operations. We are proud to announce another weapon in the arsenal of victory. Get ready for the next generation of warfare with Anvil's Valkyrie dropship. This multi-role weapon platform is designed to get personnel in and out of the hottest combat zones. Featuring 4 powerful rotating thrusters with VTOL capabilities, the Valkyrie is capable of landing with surgical precision to deploy assets. Fitted with a vehicle bay and ramp, you can also efficiently launch ground-based troop transports or reconnaissance vehicles in the field. Each high-performance operator seat features rugged construction with added support to minimize G-force for up to 20 personnel, making sure that your fighting force arrives on site ready to jump into the fray. And don't think for a second that the Valkyrie can't hold its own in a fight. 2 remote turrets featuring size 3 hardpoints can provide suppressing fire during deployment. 2 additional manned turrets provide even more devastating fire to blur the line between dropship and gunship. In the days of antiquity, the Valkyrie were believed to choose which warriors may die in battle and which may live. With Anvil's Valkyrie, we put that choice in your hands.
How are we doing in terms of getting to the location we need to get to?
Player 2's flying there right now.
Right. Yeah, I can't. Can't load the contrast the resolution so great now. So we want to look out the side there, Glenn, maybe?
Well, you can see the remote gunner from player 6 as well.
Okay, sure. There we go. So yeah, let's switch to player 6.
Can you turn to the right, Daryl? There you go.
Go to the, I guess, to the left at the front.
Yep.
So it's a full 180 degrees, I guess. Pull down.
Ouais.
So, yeah, the 2 remote gunner seats command the side gun.
J'étais presque en train de m'endormir.
And then there's a turret gunner on the top and a turret gunner on the bottom, and obviously a pilot, and then whatever the crew is doing. So.
Honnêtement, là, à date, il y a eu presque 1 heure de démo. Là-dedans, ben là, il y a eu 2 minutes d'émission. Puis là, on s'en va vers peut-être un autre 3-4 minutes d'émission. Ça a comme pas de sens de montrer une petite mission comme ça, là, comme démo. Je sais pas, là.
Hey, bullets cost money. You have to restock your ammo, man.
Tu sais, je comprends en même temps que Star Citizen, c'est pas censé être un jeu rapide. Mais il y a rapide, puis tu sais, rapide. Tu sais, si t'as seulement, là... Ben, imaginez, là, vous avez seulement, mettons, 2 heures, parce que ce qui est la majorité des gens peuvent pas jouer ben plus que 2 ou 3 heures par jour, parce que on a des emplois, on a des familles, tout ça. Ben, si ça prend 2 heures faire une mission qui te rapporte genre 100 crédits ou 200, 400 crédits, c'est un peu long.
Almost there? Okay. Alright, so we're heading to...
Parce qu'honnêtement, quand il nous disait qu'il nous présentait une mission qu'on était pour avoir à jouer, je pensais qu'il était pour avoir beaucoup plus de portions du jeu que ce qu'on a eu là à date. Là, j'espère que ce bout-là va être intéressant.
Why don't player 1 and player 3 have a little fun?
Ok, bon. Ah, ça va peut-être être une mission d'infiltration de base ou quelque chose là en FPS, ça se peut ça. Ah, ça c'est cool. Ça, j'avoue que de dropper un véhicule terrestre du vaisseau de même, c'était cool.
And this is I guess the military, the version of the Temporal Cyclone, which is also going live with 3.3.
Yep.
So we have this, the racing version. I think this one, do we? I can't remember.
I think all versions of them are going.
Okay. Alright. We got rid of...
I think we got rid of all of them.
All the AA? Alright,
yep.
So...
Oh. We did improve the rocks. You don't run over every single one of them now.
Yeah, that's one of the AA turrets. That's another AA turret we took out. And again, this will be another optional continuation of the mission. So another type of missions that we have in 3.3 on Lawville or Hurston, actually more Hurston, is underground facilities. So this is the very first example of underground systems. So we're going to have underground facilities, caves, other kind of things. And this particular one, this happens to be a kind of, I don't know, waste storage.
I think it was used for refining. And,
right?
Well, we'll go check it out.
So let's go down.
You guys are too good a shot. You left nothing for us.
What's that? Oh, yeah. Right, well, let's go in, down to the facility.
Ah, ça c'est avec la portion de gameplay cool, là, on est arrivé.
Player 3. Player 3?
Scott.
Scott? Alright, so Glenn and Scott are going to go down. Look over at Scott. We're going to go team in to try and get the prototype. Cut to player 2.
Player 3.
Player 3, sorry. Player 3. There you are, you can...
Don't let the bastard
He scratched up his helmet.
Player 1.
We need some fun.
Okay, so here's the other part of the mission is FPS AI mission. So this is cooperative gameplay against FPS AI. Currently, I think in 3.3 you have missions that spawn at Korea, and then we're going to have missions that are spawning around Hurston, like this underground one.
So this is our first pass on it. You guys have been working very hard on getting all the behaviors working properly. Hit reaction.
Oh, I saw one more guy.
Ouais. C'est moi l'intelligence artificielle, ben c'est bon, c'est la first pass.
Oh.
Hi. Tu vois qu'il tirait pas beaucoup. En même temps, un peu aussi, ça. Si tu fais cette mission-là, puis que c'est vraiment dur à faire, mais que ça t'a pris 45 minutes de te rendre à la mission, puis là tu reviens dans ton lit d'hôpital parce que tu t'es fait, t'as pris une balle, c'est un peu... c'est un petit peu chiant. C'est peut-être pour ça qu'ils ont décidé de pas mettre l'intelligence artificielle vraiment dur. Mais en tout cas, j'espère qu'ils vont l'améliorer parce que là, à un moment donné, il était vis-à-vis un AI, puis ça a pris comme 15 secondes avant qu'il tire dessus, puis l'autre, l'AI n'a jamais tiré. C'est un peu spécial. Ah bon, ça c'est la bonne carte. Le bon board.
Alright, prototype TDC, XX. Okay, and we've recovered the blade.
C'est quand même cool comme mission, ça, par exemple. Là, honnêtement, ça, j'aime bien ça comme type de mission.
To our drop point in Lawville.
Yes. To get paid.
To get paid.
So now the question is, did you get everybody? Nope. So one of the things that we've been working on is kind of the knockdown system, staggers, those types of things. We need to do some internal play tests a little bit more, but ideally we roll that out soon.
Ce que je trouve étrange aussi un petit peu, c'est que normalement la démo, il nous montre des trucs qui s'en viennent pendant toute l'année qui va suivre. Là, dans cette démo-là, il nous montre quelque chose qu'on est censé avoir très bientôt parce que il dit que ça va être, ces missions-là vont être intégrées avec Hearthstone un petit peu après la 3.3. Donc on s'attend peut-être à 2-3 semaines après. Mais après ça, qu'est-ce qui reste? Pourquoi ils nous montrent pas ce qui s'en vient l'année prochaine ou je sais pas. C'est un peu étrange. Peut-être sur les autres plateaux qu'ils vont nous montrer ça. Là. Ça, c'est le démo principal. Ils vont peut-être nous montrer des trucs encore, nous révéler sûrement des choses pendant les autres plateaux. J'imagine.
Follow the sun, Glenn. Don't stare at it too long.
Parce que tout ça, ce qu'on est en train de voir là, en théorie, d'ici un mois, on serait censé être capable de jouer à ça. Là. Et de faire la même mission.
Is this a special color?
Oh yes, so we would say that the Valkyrie that's been flown here is a special Citizencon edition. That's if you get the Valkyrie during Citizencon or within this week, I think you get to have this color as opposed to the standard. We have a digital grey camo and those are.
Ah ben oui, si on veut acheter un chip cette semaine, on va avoir un skin différent. Mais j'achèterai pas ce vaisseau-là.
So we're gonna head back to gate 2 and basically show you guys a little bit. Hey, Chris, can you gain some altitude and let's get there?
The side guns, I guess, just don't work.
Oh, un petit peu de popping de texture, on a vu ça en bas. Ça, en même temps, c'est leur build avec Object Container Streaming, puis j'ai pas l'impression qu'ils ont des très bonnes performances tant que ça dans le jeu.
No, there are in these
Pour l'instant.
That's the strip mining biome. They've got the roads that they did the strip mining in.
Okay.
But there is a road system that is in for the procedural planet setup that we aren't using just yet. It just sort of came online, so we're going to start to carve roads. The same system will be used for rivers and other things down the road.
Smile, Scott. How's it going? Gonna be right on the drop off here in a moment for you guys.
Can we do a shot of player 6? Player 6, please. That was a good looking ship.
Mais en tant que tel, comme je vous disais, la mission, pour ce qui est de la portion de mission gameplay, ça a duré environ 4 minutes pour 1 heure. 1 heure et quart de démo. Ça veut dire que dans une soirée, tu fais pas plusieurs missions. Tu en fais une ou deux si tu as vraiment beaucoup de temps pour jouer. Là. Mais là, en même temps, ils prennent leur temps aussi. Là. Ils vont pas directement... Ah, ça, c'est le genre de biome dépotoir un peu. Ah ouais.
Can we do we'll get to player 6.
Alright. Our drop-off point is right by gate 2, so rather than fly all the way in and then take a train out to the perimeter, we're going to land out here because we can't go in closer because of the no-fly zone, and then drive to gate 2 and get to sort of check out the outside of Lawville as well.
Guys are good to go. Thanks for the ride, man.
And again, that was us using the VoIP situational for the team. Cut to player 3.
Player 3.
No, we are on player 3 now.
Oh,
He changed.
sorry.
He was in his third person view.
Scott.
Scott.
There you go.
Back to player 1. So again, this sort of gives you an idea of the perimeter and the scale of the city.
Yep.
That was fun, man. Have a good one.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. I'll meet you in the bar later, yeah?
Meet you there.
So now you have to find your way through.
Yeah, in the outskirts of Lawville, you know, we're gonna, in different areas, there's a little example of a bit of a shanty town. So these are people that have been pushed out of the inner city, but people still hang on the outside gates, sell their wares to people coming and going from Lorville. Yeah, you can appreciate the size and the scale of Lorville. So we're now down on the foot. You can sort of look up, if you look up, Glenn. It's pretty big, and this is what you fly in and out of. I mean, I think one of the nice things with Star Citizen is just the sense of scale that you get, but also the sense of detail when you're down there on foot. So it's all the, you can see things, you can interact with them in your hand. We've got millimeter precision for that, but we've got scale that goes to billions of kilometers. Right. Just through here, should be okay. We're not getting a custom interview, but longer term, again, we're saying the law and order system, scanning,
Keep
smuggling.
it going, people.
You try and sneak through things, maybe a scan sets off something, you get taken to the interview room.
Customs.
Yeah, and here's the use of the sort of Dropbox stuff that we're putting into 3.3, so as well as admins that you can pick up and drop things from. This is also allowing you to drop off stuff, so this is sort of a drop that we're going to do, which is to complete our mission.
Clovis doesn't like to get his hands dirty.
Yeah, exactly. Deniability. We just place it.
Paramount to us.
That done. Now, mission is.
You are subject to all person laws and can be prosecuted for violation.
Yeah, deliver the cargo. We're done. So now we're going to catch the metro. Hopefully, the metro line from the perimeter doesn't run as frequently as they want.
No. Anybody from Europe will understand.
So let's get up there and see what's happening.
I think we got a little bit of a wait.
Person security reserves the right to search travelers.
There's a train! Run! Get in it! 7! Oh, yes!
You made up for your 2 jumps, buddy.
It's literally a 5-minute wait on the perimeter. So that was good, because we're running behind schedule anyway, so.
So a lot of painstaking work went into making this real.
Avec la petite musique New Age qui joue en arrière. Ouh.
Yeah, when the transit system's fully working and we've got the persistent hubs, this would be the way you would get to your location, just like in the real world. So there would be different stops for different sections.
And right now, this is only running from gate 2 to gate 1. Eventually, we'll do kind of package things together. So like gate 1, gate 2, gate 3 to spaceport or to the main center.
Yeah, and the transit system will probably be used in most of our landing locations and the advanced ones to take you to different areas of interest. From the spaceport to the central physics district to the.
Mais en gros, on peut pas se promener dans la ville sans être dans le train ou être dans les endroits d'intérêt. Dans le fond, tu peux pas décider de quitter l'endroit d'intérêt à pied et aller marcher dans la ville. Il y a pas. À ce que je comprends, là, vu qu'on peut pas survoler la ville en vaisseau, puis qu'on peut se déplacer seulement en train comme ça. Je sais pas.
Ça
reste impressionnant quand même, là. Mais Ça, par exemple, je suis pas mal sûr qu'on va entendre ça pas mal, là, qui vont dire que ouais, là, la petite raide de train avant de pouvoir aller prendre un vaisseau, puis c'est peut-être peut-être long un peu, mais bon, si on veut du réalisme, on en a là, c'est réaliste. Ah, il s'en va chez le ship dealer, ça veut dire qu'il va louer un vaisseau. Ok, on a le décompte en plus en seconde des trains qui s'en viennent.
Eventually, what we want to do is basically, Glenn, can you look at the map real quick? Behind you. There you go. So be able to show trains in transit just so you understand where you're going, how to get there, and where it's at.
C'est compliqué. C'est cool, mais ça donne un niveau de complexité au jeu là, à un moment donné là. Je pense que c'est peut-être juste parce qu'on n'est pas habitué non plus de voir un jeu grand comme ça, là, ça...
If it was 30 then, or if it was 20, we wouldn't have made the last one.
Really?
Yeah.
That was pretty.
C'est sûr que si tu essaies de recréer un vrai monde virtuel, ben ce que tu vas faire dans le monde, ça va prendre à peu près le même temps qu'en vrai. Eux, ils l'ont diminué d'environ 1/6. Mais quand même, ça donne un bon niveau de réalisme avec la grandeur et tout ça, comme il disait, là, le scale des villes puis de tout ce qui existe dans Star Citizen. Je trouve que pour une démo, c'est intéressant, mais c'est pas dynamique. C'est pas... C'est des longs moments comme ça de déplacement. Quand on le fait, quand on joue nous-mêmes avec notre personnage puis qu'on a la possibilité de regarder où on veut, tout ça, de regarder notre personnage en troisième personne, ça va. Mais quand c'est dans le cadre d'une démo, là, je sais pas. En même temps, si on veut voir quelque chose qui est pas scripté, il faut bien qu'il nous le montre. Faut bien qu'il nous le montre en jeu. Hein, on n'a pas le choix.
We got 6 minutes then for the next session's up.
Gotta move it, bud. Yeah, don't break your legs. Yeah.
Let's head into New Deal.
Hey, c'est grand, ça a pas
d'allure. You'll be able to rent ships and also buy ships. Renting ships obviously will be more economical in the short term because ships themselves...
Well, it lets you try them out.
Yeah, lets you try them out, and they also cost money, so it's an opportunity to rent something, to use it, figure it out. So here's the New Deal. A couple of, obviously, ships that are coming in 3-3. There's the Phoenix. Sitting right there, the new Mustang. And of course, to the right is, it's just a pretty looking ship. Yeah, the Hammerhead.
The big boy.
Again, another ship that's coming with 3-3. I think the Avocado just started to play with it and have fun.
we have enough.
This is probably a bit out of our price range. Yeah, definitely out of our price range. We don't have that much money.
Ça, c'est pour le louer?
So let's go in and get something that's a little cheaper for us.
Yeah.
C'était-tu marqué 21 millions ou 2 millions? Ok.
I don't know how much. I think Mustang, maybe 100,000 or something. I'd have to take a look. This is our first pass at. We're still working on the economy. There's a whole matrix in terms of how much material things got, the manufacturing quality, the brand. It's the same for items. So we have a matrix that's done to work with the dynamic economy on ships and on items. Obviously, there's still going to be.
Hello and welcome to the New Deal shipyard, where there ain't no such thing as too low of a deal.
He just went in
Take
last
a look around
night.
and just breathe it in.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Little work.
the
So.
lighting's on it.
Mais,
So yeah, like,
vous voyez, malgré que, même s'il y a des AI qui se promènent un peu partout dans la ville, je trouve qu'il n'y en a pas assez. Je trouve pas encore assez qu'il y a de vie dans ce qu'on a vu là. Comme là, il n'y a pas personne qui regarde les vaisseaux à cet endroit-là pour l'instant. Il y a juste nous autres dans...
Let's get a prospector maybe.
Glenn's been wanting to buy.
C'est comme...
All right.
Faut qu'il y ait de la vie, un peu. « 384 000. » Puis c'est quoi qu'il y a...
We have a prospector we can now fly.
Bon, un prospecteur pour 384 000.
The end of the mission demo. So we've done a mission in Lawville / Hurston that is going to be in 3.3 once that comes online. We've shown you the various parts of the gameplay, including the FPS aspect that you can do against the environment.
Là, je comprends pas. Il arrête pas de dire que ça va être avec Hurston dans 3.3 quand ça va être disponible, mais la 3.3 elle sort aujourd'hui. Puis la 3.3 contient pas Hurston. Probablement, ça c'est un soupçon que j'avais. J'ai comme fait un pronostic au début là, de la vidéo avant que le show commence. J'ai comme suggéré que peut-être il nous dirait que la 3.3 ça sera pas aujourd'hui, ça va être dans quelques temps. Parce que là, il n'y a même pas eu de First Wave PTU, il n'y a rien eu. Là. Je penserais pas que la PTU soit accessible à tout le monde aujourd'hui.
The new flight model, which won't be in 3.3, but it'll be coming in 3.4 onwards, which we're also pretty excited by. So I would say go and visit the panels. The audio guys have got some really great presentations on their stuff. Character guys have got great stuff. Tony has a design session that he's going to sit in and expound on, so that will also be really interesting. So have a great day, and I'm going to see you at the end of it to sit down and recap it and have a little talk with you guys. So I will see you later. All right? Yeah. Thank you.
Pas impressionné outre mesure, honnêtement.
This is all standing in front of the most important booth of Citizencon 2948. It's the most important booth because like, what's
here?
happening here.
Because I'm here?
Yes, of course.
Is that why it's most important?
No. It's because the booth is sponsored by Drake, and Drake is the sponsor of Citizencon.
They are?
Yeah.
You gonna show them?
We're gonna show them. Well, we're gonna try and make our way in here.
All right,
Ben, c'est ça qui conclut la présentation. Donc, je sais pas qu'est-ce que vous en avez pensé, vous. Moi, je suis assez perplexe avec ce qu'on a vu. Certains trucs qui sont quand même assez intéressants de voir des missions et tout ça. Mais normalement, comme je dis, ils nous montrent des trucs qui s'en viennent dans l'année qui s'en vient et tout ça. Là, ils nous ont montré quelque chose qui s'en vient très proche. Je sais pas si la 3.3 va sortir aujourd'hui. Je sais pas si... C'est pas grand-chose. Mais bon. Mais je vous remercie d'avoir écouté. Je vais faire un résumé de tout ça qui va être un peu plus cohérent. cette semaine, donc qui va durer peut-être une quinzaine de minutes. Et je vais parler des panels aussi. Donc, ben merci, laissez un j'aime, abonnez-vous, et moi je vous dis à la prochaine. Bye bye.